What's going on, folks? Painless. Can't say it's been a while. Uh, I did the last video I did concerning the aftermath of the election, and you still got. Do you know you still got people running their mouth in their feelings, as they say, crashing out, still over these damn election results. You got you got people out here, man, losing jobs. You got prosecutors, judges losing their damn job because of social media for running their mouth about this damn election. You got professors at college universities losing or in jeopardy of losing tenureship. Because, when these colleges, you get tenured, it's damn near impossible to get rid of you, from my understanding. But you got people in here, and people still talking crazy. And see, the left loves to portray themselves as this all-inclusive, friendly, rainbow, all colors. No, that is not the case. And I said this when that Nashville shooter, that she went up in there and killed 11 people at a Nashville Christian Academy maybe a year and a half ago or 2 years ago. These people are not nice. These people are not all inclusive. They're not. And you know what the irony is? These are the same people. These people that's getting fired for saying if you voted for Trump, go jump off a bridge. Or you got some of these sisters out here telling black men if you voted for Trump, when the police come and unalive you, we ain't gonna go march. You know what the irony? You know what the irony is? These are the same people that when you had a lot of these Caucasian folks, you had nurses, you had white guys in top positions in corporate America, got their ass barefaced and all, saying, hey, George Floyd, he deserved it. He was on cocaine. Stop resisting. The irony is those same people who are getting canned for anti-Trump rhetoric was the same one saying, yeah, cancel. Yeah, you're fired. Go. Remember that? Remember that little song? You're fired. And they would show different, they would put different people who had got fired for their anti-George Floyd remarks. They would put their faces on dancing little reels and say, you're fired. You're canceled. Go, you're fired. Now they add, see, it's no fun when the rabbit got the gun. It's a new day. And like I said, it's you are the minority. I can't stress that enough. You are the minority. Which brings me to the focal point of this video. I was home for Thanksgiving down in Alabama. And I just got back yesterday. And, my mother, I love my mama to death. And I I don't have mother issues. Like men, you're going to have static with family. But I do, I love my mother very much. We have a good relationship. Always have. Especially as I've gotten older. But my mother is part of, what I'm saying is, there's a lot of black men that don't have good relationships with their mothers. See, because you always hear about the strife or the struggle or maybe the fragile relationship between fathers and their sons. But it's rare that you hear those types of, strenuous or stress relationships between a black son and a black mother. And I'll go back. I did a video years ago, and I said, look, black women, if you got a son, and every Thanksgiving, every Christmas, every reunion, he's continuously bringing women that look nothing like you, you know why. You know why. My son, he liked them white girls. Well, why? And I said, it's the treatment. This gynocracy in the so-called black community, this matriarchal, women to the front, little black boys. I've talked, when I first got on YouTube, I talked about that. Coming up in elementary school in the South where, it was just all, them little nappy-headed little black boys, and the girls can do no wrong. Especially in the South. That matriarchal gynocracy is bad down here. And like I said, I've been away for years. And I see it. This whole Southern Belle bullshit, milady, happy life, happy wife, Christian, church Negro shit is bad down here. And this is this is why when you look at the voters, and I know y'all see, the thumbnail. If you look, there's a graph, and it's really easy to read. You can, when you know, or you be like, oh, yep. It's just confirmation. When I saw it, it was like confirmation. I knew this shit already, but thank you for putting it into a statistical graph, visual image for me. Over the Hispanic community, pretty split in terms of Trump, or versus not voting for Trump. Do you know who stuck out the most? The so-called black community. Overwhelmingly, men voted for Kamala Harris. Overwhelmingly. Excuse me. Overwhelmingly. The white community, women, the Hispanic, look, you go look at it. I mean, it's all type of graphs and charts out there. But I found it ironic. What's so sad is those two communities, we can even go with the others, the Asians. Those communities are doing by far better than the so-called black community. Doing by far better. And I've said, black men, you out here following black women, and I know why. because of the gynocracy and the matriarchal chokehold that's been in the so-called black. See, guys like painless like me, most black women aren't ready for me, especially in the South, because I'm not going to kiss your behind. I'm not going to go along just to get along with you. You know, I don't take that sass, that big back Southern sass that's rampant down here in the South, where these sisters think they can say any and everything and be slick, but you got on another. You ain't even got your real hair. You weigh damn near as much as me, and I'm active. You don't even work out, but you want to call shots and you want to dictate. And you don't know shit about politics. You just in there because the system has propped you up, but that's about to come to an end. All that DEI stuff that a lot of black women have benefited from, and some black men have too. I would say me. I'm a vet, and I'm a combat vet. So my status, I can jump a lot of people. And I say in America, it's about, yeah, is there racism? Yeah. But what's understood don't need to be said. The obvious is there. But a lot of times it's about status in America. And having that vet status is one of the best things I could have. But I have other accolades too, you know. But, you know, this whole idea, black men, and see, a lot of communities, that's why I said, where's this black and brown coalition? That y'all, Joy Reid, Vance Jones, all them, what's his name? Al Charlatan. Where's that black and brown coalition? Because I don't hear, and I've said this before, I've never heard these Hispanics talk about our black brothers. No, it's La Raza with them. But you Negroes, you church Negroes and political Negroes that gotta have a black face in somewhere, no matter if they qualified or not, y'all got y'all's wake-up call. Y'all got y'all black and brown wake-up call. And you sisters, y'all really got y'all's call. Do you think Becky or, Jocelyn, who lives somewhere suburban, pretty well-off city, but lives in the who drives a Denali, a $75,000 Denali. Her husband, her white husband, is a general contractor building up the area and the surrounding areas. Do you think she's gonna leave that? And he's making, I don't know, almost $1 million a year. Do you think she's gonna leave that and come and deal with your dysfunctional ass community, so-called community? Which, there's a meme going around. It's so foolish. It's why shit the way it is of these black women sitting on top, sitting on the bricks, legs crossed, drinking whatever, tea, and they got afros and shit like that, and they're looking down at a burning city. And it's meant to show that, it's meant to portray that, well, all y'all who voted for Trump, we didn't, as us as black women, it's only us. We just gonna sit back and watch the shit burn. You know what the irony of that shit is? I revert you back to the year 2020. What happened in Milwaukee in 2020? Who was down there burning shit the fuck up in Philadelphia? They black sons and daughters. That's the irony in this shit. We ain't gonna be black men and white women and Hispanic women. We're not the reason why if shit go left, things are gonna go up in flames. However, we do know your sons will burn shit the fuck up. That we do know. That we have evidence. Just like black folk talking all this, oh, he's a felon. Oh, he's an insurrectionist. They stormed the Capitol. Like y'all give a damn about storming shit. Your kids is why Miss Green can't get her goddamn diabetes medicine. Oh, why, Painless? Because y'all storming CVS, storming Walgreens, looting shit, burning shit up. Now Miss Green can't get her damn diabetes medicine. Stop, please. Don't play with me. Do not play with Painless. That we know that. All that shit y'all doing perched up, looking down at the city like y'all know somebody else don't. That's all speculative. But we know what your sons can fucking do. Stop. What are we talking about here? And then you got these people out here. Oh well, Trump, he ain't got no. Look, y'all voted for Trump, and he ain't got no black people in his cabinet. Fool. Do you think? See, we're not as shallow as y'all are. A lot of y'all in the so-called black community. I did not vote for Trump so he can put a black face in his goddamn cabinet. Fool. However, see, that's the mindset. And like I said, and the late David Carr said, black folks need to be politically re-educated. Because if you think that's a fucking talking point, like we out here bagging and tripping and clowning on each other, and you think that shit, you think you got some skin saying some bullshit? Like, no, you sound ridiculous. You sound ridiculous. Oh, you ain't got no black folks in cabinet. And I'll go far as to say this. Why the fuck should he? If you look at that chart, if you look at that damn chart, why the fuck should he put black people in there? Y'all ain't voting for him. Y'all talked all type of shit about him. Why the fuck? And don't get me started on the sisters. Do y'all remember that when he went up there and spoke? He spoke with the black, Donald Trump, he spoke with the Black Women Journalists Association or something like that. And they was fucking late. And he told them that. And then you had Sister Girl up there popping off at the mouth, being slick, cutting him off and all type of bullshit. Why the hell would he? Donald Trump is from Queens, New York. He's been around. He knows black women. He like, oh no, I can't, Maybe he would, but I'll tell you what he does. See, Donald Trump is a different type of white guy. He knows shit. You got a lot of disingenuous white people who don't know shit about black people other than my ancestors mistreated them. I have to kiss their asses now. Donald Trump is not that. He is not that. Which, so you got the Tulsi Gabbards, who is Pacific Islander, Samoan and white or whatever. She ain't black. He got her in a very prominent, he's chosen her for a very prominent position, a very important, powerful position. He ain't put no sister in there. Which brings me to my other point. See, not only do black women in the so-called black community perpetuate and campaign for this foolishness of a black and brown coalition, y'all went so far, like I said, to think that women would join that shit too. No. Why would Maria leave Jose? And yeah, they live 15 in the house, but we used to too. I'm saying there's no coincidence that Hispanics, Caucasians, and others trended more than women towards Trump, and you sisters didn't. See, you're on the outs, and it's reflected in your community that, is typified and labeled as being matriarchal. And don't you think other people see that shit? Other groups see that. That whole Big Mama syndrome. A lot of black men say, "Oh no, that shit I did." We're not doing. I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm not doing that. It don't make sense. It don't work. And the country has spoke. And, I could say, you sister, you Joy Reid, y'all don't have that smoke for white women, but you want to point at black men and Latin men. You don't really have that smoke for Latin women that voted like their husbands, that voted like they should. You got these shines out here, these Negroes saying, "Man, I don't run the household," which is so sad to hear. But see, we know that. See, once you know that, you can, okay, next. Now I can risk assess. I can risk assess and see what's really going on and calculate my next move. Like I said, nothing surprises me, really. So I'm like, oh, okay. You don't run your own household, brother? Okay, all right. I know what I'm dealing with. I know what type of man or guy, I know what type of guy I'm dealing with. And I make adjustments. Probably don't really want to fool with you too much with that mentality. And like I said, I'm very selective about the type of black men I deal with. Any man, but the black men I deal with, because it's so crucial. It's very crucial. But yeah, that's your black and brown coalition. Non-existent. And people out here talking about, so you chose the economy over human rights and reproductive rights. You fucking right. Does a bear shit in the woods? You goddamn right I did. Why the fuck should I care about reproductive rights? Women's choice. It's always been a goddamn woman's choice. It's always been a choice for y'all. The fuck is we talking about? Oh, I don't want the baby. Well, I'm going to have it. And we know the motive. You trying to keep a guy. You trying to use this child as a bargaining chip You know, he ain't got no goddamn choice. Even if he wanted you, I'm not ready to be a mother. I'm going to Planned Parenthood and get this child whacked. So why the fuck should I care now about a woman's choice? What? And you trying to dangle that? So yes, I do care about store-bought eggs than them eggs between your goddamn legs. Yes, I prefer. These eggs are more interest to me. Yes, yes, yes. The economy is more about whether you can go out here and decide if I want to be a fucking mother or not. Yes, yes. Sorry, not the fuck sorry. You know what I'm saying? So it's once you start having these conversations, it's like, okay, I know I'm not dealing with someone. I'm dealing with someone who either don't know to have, or is just really running interference, or just trolling me. And back to black men, what I've noticed, and like I said, I'm very selective about the type of black men, because any group of men, any type of guy that just will agree, and I know why, the obvious. A lot of brothers, they be with these women who are living in homes that they like to brag about. That you're only paying $36 a month or a week to live here. This shit ain't yours. You know what I'm saying? This is the federal. You got this through no shit of your own, because you made irresponsible decisions, and you using the feds as a prop up, and you think you flexing because you can get out. Well, Uncle Sam can put your ass out too. Trying to flex in a Section 8 home. That shit ain't yours. I'll put him out. Put him out of what? But that's a whole nother conversation. But brothers, I've noticed there's a lot of black men getting killed by young dudes. I noticed that. Because I go on gunmemorial.org and kind of look at things, and it's a bunch of Negroes taking dirt naps over bullshit, dying over BS, dying like over looks and parking spots and shit like that. And I say, you old brothers, y'all need to sit the hell down. And like I said, there's a correlation. I said the Peter Pan syndrome in the so-called black community is so prevalent. These old brothers out here still trying to get shit cracking. No. 55, brother, your ass supposed to be in the house. You're not supposed to be getting killed at P&J Liquors at 2:02 a.m. in front of P&J Liquors. At 55, nobody should be getting killed, but your ass should be at home. And I see so many stories of old Negroes, I say old niggas, getting killed in some of the most strangest ways, situations. I'm like, brother, what are you doing? Why are you sitting in your car? Why are you sitting on... Lord have mercy, boy. Why are you sitting in your car on the corner of 81st and Vermont Ave at 1:42 a.m.? Somebody runs up and puts 2 bullets in your face. Why? Why are you on the corner at 88th and Broadway in Los Angeles or 62nd and Hooper getting your brains blown out at the age of 48? Why are you, what are you doing, brother? It's crazy, but like I said, these young guys. See, you need to stay out the way. Painless, I stay out the way. I nod, I see young heads, and I keep it moving. I'm not trying to hang out. I don't hang out there with guys my age out in public, loitering and hovering and shit like that. I know. But I'm damn sure not doing it now, especially with look, them guys on some other time. Young guys are on other time, and in a lot of cases, they looking like, damn, man, what this old nigga over here for, man? What this old... And yeah. You know? Like, I remember I smoked cigars. And I was at this cigar lounge. And I see this sister, and I've seen her on fucking dating apps. She's one of them, like, damn, you still on here? See, let me just say this. See, a guy, we can be on a dating app for years, and it'd be okay. You know why? Because there's more men trying to holler at women than women trying to holler at men. Women she can be a basic-ass looking woman, and her inbox could be flooded. So if you a woman and you on date, like, damn, your ass still on here? That's a problem. Because you should have been, because I know dudes be spitting and trying to holler. So if your ass still on here, that's an indictment on you. But anyway, I saw her, and she come in with one of these long body dresses. And I looked down at, it was, when was it? It was like September. And I looked down at her feet, and she had some retro low-cut Jordans on. I'm like, look at this shit. Look at your old ass trying to be fucking relevant out here. Trying to be cute and sassy and be seen. And I said, this is what's left out here. Especially for a black man like me, like Painless, that's got his paper together, can always be doing more, but pretty well off. Why the fuck do I want that? Now, she looks like she's in her early 50s, 51, maybe 48 to 52. You got on some fucking Jordans with a long body dress on. Like, why? Why is that? And, Payless is just one. No, this shit is prevalent. White women do it too. Hispanic, the ones I do see that are white or Hispanic, they belong with y'all. I've never been into Caucasian or Hispanic women that, I just like black guys. Because I know they ain't about shit. Them ones, they ain't about shit. They just like black guys? No. You just like Tawana and them. I'm good on you. But yeah, this whole Peter Pan syndrome in the so-called black community, there's a correlation with voting, intellect, outlooks on the world. A lot of black folks, especially down here in the South, don't understand the goddamn world. They don't understand the political landscape. Quid pro quo, goddamn. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's how you vote. You give me some, I'll vote for you. I don't, black folks, like I said, vote. Like, who gonna take names, when Miss Powell leave the office for 30 minutes? Oh, Janita, sure, I'll take names. Yeah, I know the fuck you will. With your telling ass. But that's how and that, like I said, the gynocracy in the so-called black community is I don't play that shit. Painters and there's brothers online that I've heard. I listened to a couple of videos. They don't play that, and I'm glad they're the ones who I learned that term and kind of jolted my memory to kind of speak on this, because they really laid it out. But it's kind of like knowing something but not having a definition for it. Like, oh, that's what, hey, I know what that shit, I've experienced it, I felt it, seen it, I just didn't have a defining term for it. Now I got it. It makes sense. And like I said, that shit is bad down here in the South. And you compound that with church niggerism and, Divine Nine, AKA Delta, all that clique bullshit, I'm so tired. Sisters like that, we have nothing in common. And it's been shown that y'all that are of that ilk are the minority. And the Hispanic woman and the white woman, Asian woman has shown that they don't really mess with you like that. They don't mess with you like that. Why? Why would they leave that? Why? Reproductive rights. What's that article that came out years ago? The most dangerous place in the world for a black child is in a sister's stomach. Are you talking about some goddamn reproductive rights? That shit, you black men that follow y'all nose like Toucan goddamn Sam around your black woman, and she said, you better vote for Kamala, I ain't gonna give you no ass. That should be enough evidence for you. Go Google that article and see what the most dangerous place for a black child is. And that's what the fuck you was voting for. So there could be more death in the so-called black community via Planned Parenthood. That's what the fuck this is. But see, Maria and Jane and Kim Ling, they said, oh, hold up, this shit don't make no sense. We actually have it good. You see, all those bull-nosed Occupy Wall Street, remember that shit 10 years ago? That's where a lot of this shit started. All these bull ring, pink hair, I'm a woman, hear me roar, white women, they are looked at a lot as weird in the white community. In the so-called black community, we try to protect and relish those types. Hence, the Pookie Ray Ray syndrome, educated lane. White folks despise those groups, those subgroups, because there's bad boys everywhere. Black community, Hispanic, Pacific Islander, Indian, Native American. But there's a time, see, the white woman say, okay, this shit's thing got out of hand. I'm sticking with what my husband does. But you sisters, and a lot of this is because of the matriarchal big mama syndrome that is very prevalent in the so-called black community. There's no men, men are led. And it's acceptable. But see, this the catch. A lot of groups understand, they look at us, and they're like, oh, no. See, them Hispanics, they're not going to fumble. They're not going to fumble this shit like black folks have. See, black folks, y'all, Y'all still complaining about, y'all still talking about getting a fucking ID to vote? Y'all still calling shit like that racist? Y'all still talking about shit like that? Redlining? Y'all talking about shit like, y'all still talking about, oh, black women, we die the most during birth, now we got to do this fucking big study and see why. You know why? Because you eating that goddamn juicy seafood, eating them high sodium corn and shrimp and sausage, fake seafood in the bag every goddamn time you get paid, running up your damn cholesterol. That's why. You're traveling all the time, drinking all this liquor and shit. That's why you having complications. It don't need to be no study done. That's what the fuck it is. Not exercising. Not going to the gym, but you want to take your ass to Jamaica or go on a cruise and come back and see eviction notice, spending money your ass ain't got. So miss me, you know what? I'm going to cut this video, get ready for Sunday football, and I'm out. Painless.